Hey y'all, feeling good? I just wanted to go over. Hold on, let me make sure we're streaming. Maybe one day. Also, ignore my fucking washer right beside me. I turned it on before this because I'm kind of high. Alright. Okay, yep, that's me. So sorry about that noise, dude. I'm only gonna talk for a little bit. So I released the safety read Blankenship because I thought we had enough safety depth and not enough corner depth. So I signed this free agent, Akello Witherspoon, bottom of the roster guy, but just there if we need to. Justin Jefferson. We traded our tight end to Tommy Tremble, who's our third tight end, just because we didn't expect our rookie tight end to be that high. Yeah, so we traded him because we have Josh Wiley, and it's like I want to give Josh Wiley some time because he still has like 3 years left on his deal, and Tommy Tremble is becoming a free agent at the end of the year. And so I was like, I'm going to get something out of him. So I traded him a fifth and a seventh for their fourth. So we now have 2 fourth-round picks and 2 fifth-round picks instead of 3. 3 fifth-round picks. And then I threw in a seventh because a seventh is a seventh. But yeah, that's kind of exciting. Moving on up, maybe we could package that sometime down the future. And then we signed this fullback from Atlanta's practice squad, and yeah, I edited him to make him look more like a fullback. He was a tight end, but he's like a heavy blocking one, so he actually kind of sucks, but he's a 70 overall fullback, and like we needed someone there. Like he has somewhat tight end skills, just in case, because we do run a lot of 3 tight end sets. So like just in case we need him, we can throw him in as that 4th tight end and it not be like a freaking offensive tackle or a long snapper. We're playing the Jags, so big divisional game, but I also wanted to try to re-sign Kevin Byard while we can. Maybe if I toss him just a little bit more money, I'll accept. 9-2. Let's freaking go, dude. Yeah, because he's getting up there in age. Let's see. Let's go look at his contract now. So he's making a good chunk of change this year. Yeah, so he's actually taking kind of a pay cut, but yeah, he's 31. So I expect him at the end to be in like mid-80s, just with his regression. But that's exciting. It's a good player. We want to keep good players here. Big win. That was kind of crazy. Another reason I signed the fullback is I thought Derrick Henry had a good game, but like we weren't really blocking for him. Our blocking fucking blew that last game. It's actually very upsetting because I spent some good money to try to fix that. That O-line makes me think about the draft. Whenever I thought I had that center in the bag, our center kind of fucking blows. Left side good, right side good. It's just for some reason as a unit, it's just not coming together. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the team right now. We could definitely be better, especially on the line and in the front 7. Really, just it's Arden Key contracts. This off season might try to. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, he's a good depth piece, 9 mil. But yeah, we're putting Arden on the edge, Landry on the edge, and Jeff. And then we move. Oh, Jeff in the middle. We moved Roger to slot. Everything else stays the same. What a game by freaking Tajay Spears. He's having himself low-key quietly a year. But yeah, see, Russian ain't that... Okay, pop off. things happen whenever we throw him the ball. But yeah, let me turn the mic off and then. Oh yeah, another thing, we might try and move on from Kyle Phillips. I don't know. We just have a lot of wide receiver depth, but I ain't gonna move on. Unless we really find something. But yeah, let me shut up and get to playing. Having fun again. Maybe I'll revamp this series. Let me guess. Weekly strategy. Hold on. Medium pass, sure. Blitz counter. Definitely. Good interception. Yeah, 30. I bet we'll get over 300. One turnover battle. Yeah, that'll be key. Yeah, we'll just start that. Let's change it out to maybe the future. Injuries. Let's go. Upgrade players. Let's go, dude. Mark Wiener's really worked out. Ooh, maybe we'll get his dev. Probably a star, but dude, if we got superstar, ooh, that'd be nice. Josh Wiley already paying dividends. Fucking Julius Chestnut. That's who I wanted to see. Is he just a this year thing? Oh no, hell yeah. We got him locked up. I like this little guy. I wish there was a way I could put him more into situations on here. He just kind of does everything. He's like, at everything, and I love it. Alright, let's hope for no big injuries. Hopefully the little roster tweaks we made doesn't do too much. Yeah. Stormtroopers, baby. Alright, let me mute my mic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Titans and the Jags, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and doing everything in his power to follow through.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak It's definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Levis now off of play action.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Levis now on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Play action now. Levis. This one downfield to Burks.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And Levis going back to the air.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Levis looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Tajay Spears,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Motion man left is Kirk. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Levis.
Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the flag... Contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side, and it's a fumble. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect. Quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here.
And he comes back with one complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish. And
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Green, blue, check. Check pink, check white. Yellow, Lonnie.
He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Henry up the middle. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Levis to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Titans continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Under pressure. Again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on second and long.
Levis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Muscles him off. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Chuba Hubbard, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Van Jefferson, a touchdown reception. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And oh, he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was touchdown Titans. Tajay Spears with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have opened the lead up to 30.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice... first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 45.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. ETN up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
12 yards to go.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And now they just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Levis to throw off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now Levis. He gets it to Burks again.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Will Levis scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the drive was capped off with a touchdown run by Will Levis. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Now Lawrence.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Let's go. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Silver.
Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Tennessee's offense back to work again. We'll see Traylon Burks.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. Levis now off of play action.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out come the Titans now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week.